Hey guys, you're the Rage here. Hope you're having a fantastic day, and happy Thanksgiving. This is the day in which we are supposed to give thanks for the things that we have, our lives, our health, our family, our friends, a promotion at your job, receiving an awesome birthday present, this year, or something, anything that basically boosts, your quality of life and makes you feel happy or good or helps you in some way. So I thought we would give thanks, together. So I would give, my thanks for certain things that have happened in America in the past year. So let's go ahead and look this over. Okay, so here we can see the Pentagon. Okay, so the Pentagon wants $500 million more for the F-35, right? Okay, sounds cool, right? I'm thankful that I live in a country where our, leaders are budgeting our money towards military projects to keep us safe, right? Something that can help keep our freedom. Let's see here. Defense officials at the Pentagon say they need up to $500 million more to finish it. Well, more dollars? That sounds like they've already got a lot of money, huh? Let's see here. Oh, look at this. Its overall lifetime budget has ballooned to more than $1.5 trillion. Okay, so, okay. So this thing that's for the military, right? The military wants a new jet to, keep us safe, right? But they want $500 million more. Okay, it might not be a problem if we've only spent a few hundred million on it. What's $100 million? What's $500 million more? That's nothing, right? So they want that. But it's already cost $1.5 trillion. Well, I'm thankful I live in somewhere that would even consider giving a failed project millions, hundreds of millions of more dollars to a failed project, and this project is to kill people. Okay? But no, defense of the homeland, the military. Let me say this now. I respect the men and women in the military who fight for freedom, democracy, and, they protect me back here. Okay? They protect the American citizens. I respect that. I do not respect the leaders of the military because they've been severely fucking up and getting us into unnecessary interventionist wars. Okay. But, it's fine, alright? We should have that money left over, right? It's not like we need that money for anything important or anything. Oh. Oh, right. Right. Let me say, okay, my second thing to be thankful for is that I'm thankful that I live in a country where my leaders find it more important to be safe than for people to have clean drinking water. Okay. But, this article is how the tap water became toxic in Flint, Michigan in the first place. For those that don't know, I don't know how you wouldn't know, but if you don't know about Flint, Michigan, the water got toxic there, about a year and a half ago. And it's still deadly. Okay? So let's read on. How did it become toxic? Well, at first, Flint, Michigan was using, a supply from Detroit for their water. So they were paying the city of Detroit for access to, let's see, 2 years ago, they switched it from Lake Huron to the Flint River. Okay, so yeah, okay, they just moved the water. What's the big deal? Well, one problem. The Flint River was not regulated properly by the EPA. Therefore, the Flint River is highly corrosive, 19 times more so than Lake Huron. And what does that mean? Well, that means that the water comes out looking brown for a reason. It comes out looking brown because there's way too much iron in the river. Okay? Okay, are we seeing a trend here? Okay. But no, that's fine. It's not like people need water to survive or anything. We'll just send them bottles of water. They'll be fine. It's fine. It's fine. Totally fine. It's totally fine. And then, but that's cool. It's not like, water can be, bad for people. I mean, as long as the water's, clean, then it can't be bad for people, right? Water is a good thing. Oh. Oh, okay. Well, I'm thankful I live in a country whose leaders decide to be indifferent of an oil company that wants to put a pipeline through an area where the residents of that area have already told them, no, we don't want the pipeline here, but they want to go ahead and build it anyway, and they have their own private police force hosing people in 20-degree weather. with high-pressure water, blowing their skin off to the bone, hitting them in the head causing concussions, shooting them in the backs with rubber bullets. But no, that's a good thing. To hell with these protesters. I mean, they're probably violent. They probably deserved it. Except for the fact that they didn't. And so far, the entire protest against, the Dakota Pipeline, for anybody who doesn't know about the Dakota Pipeline, let me fill you in. So the Dakota Pipeline is an oil pipeline leading from, of course, up near Canada and Dakota, connecting. It's basically going to connect a bunch of other smaller pipelines into one giant one that leads all the way down the coast, down to Texas, where, so, everybody can get all their oil. Okay, good. People need oil. People need electricity. So they decided to go through the Siouxland in, in Dakota with the Lakota tribes. Okay. But the Lakota tribe said no. The Lakotas said no. And they're continuing to push this. Obama and every other government official hasn't made a single statement on this. This isn't in the mainstream media. This isn't in the news at all. The fact that I could find something in the Chicago Tribune about this is, amazing at first. And then you realize this is just showing why the officials are defending their use of it. There is no defense for this. There is no defense. You know what? Actually, no. This is supposed to be the day that we give thanks. So I'm thankful that I live in a society in which the authoritarian powers that be can hose people with high-pressure water in 20-degree weather, causing hypothermia, concussions, and potentially killing people, just for a few more drops of oil. But that's okay, and these are some very bad things, Let's see, authorities on Monday defended their decision to douse protesters with water during a skirmish. Oh, a skirmish? Does that mean the protesters were attacking the police? No, they were running from the police. They were backing away from the police. Okay. Let's see. Near the Dakota Access Oil Pipeline, organizers said at least 17 protesters were taken to the hospital, some who were treated for hypothermia. The clash occurred late Sunday and early Monday as protesters trying to push past a long-blocked bridge on a state highway were turned back by authorities, and that's interesting. Were turned back by authorities. Okay, so they were turned back, so they were trying to cross a bridge, right? The authorities used tear gas, rubber bullets, get rid of your ad, tear gas, rubber bullets, and water hoses. One officer was injured when struck in the head with a rock. One protester was arrested. Oh no, the cop got hit in the head with a rock. We should feel sorry for him. He volunteered for that shit. He's being paid to be assaulted. But at least, I'm thankful I live in a country where they'll arrest someone for, fighting back against someone who is trying to take their rights away. Yeah, okay, yeah. Right. So, it's been a pretty good year, right? I mean, it's not like we've, this is just, okay, maybe we'll get the guys some water, maybe the oil pipeline will get fixed, and maybe we'll just take the money from the Pentagon to fix the water, let's maybe our leaders will do something good, and I'm thankful that we have good leaders who are smart and intelligent and, oh, right. Well, I'm thankful I live in a country where people can ignore xenophobia, bigotry, racism, and hatred, and listen to a man who is the king of debt, the sultan of bankruptcy, and the friggin' president of the United States now. Maybe he'll do good. Who knows? Except for the fact that every business he's tried to personally run himself has failed, and the only reason he's even rich right now is because he inherited his daddy's money and his companies that run themselves. And he's given the nuclear launch codes. The guy that gets in Twitter fights at 3 a.m. I'm so thankful for that. So there you have it. My Thanksgiving video. What I'm thankful for this year. Okay? And if you couldn't tell, this video was complete satire. Fuck the Dakota Pipeline. Fuck Donald Trump's presidency. Fuck the cops using near-lethal force to get rid of some people who are just trying to stop a terrible thing from happening and stopping their water from getting poisoned. Meanwhile, Flint, Michigan doesn't even have clean water. That should be an immediate. We need funds immediately to fix the water. Easy peasy. Done. Do it right now. And I'm so glad that instead of taking funds and, putting them immediately towards the, Flint, Michigan water problem, that they're even considering building yet another war machine for another interventionist conflict somewhere in the Middle East, trying to eliminate these backward terrorists, okay, who, who we caused. Had we not killed Saddam Hussein and Osama bin Laden in the first place, we wouldn't have created the power vacuum that ISIS now comes from. And ISIS is now worse than Al-Qaeda, because at least Al-Qaeda has some restraint. They're terrorists, they're terrible, they should all be taken out. Only difference is that Al-Qaeda knows when to stop. We had them contained. They opened up the bottle and let the jinn out, okay? Okay? It's the cat is out of the bag on this one, right? But Donald Trump's president now, so, he could just push the big red button, nuke the Middle East, see if the sand glows, and, we'll all have a Merry Christmas now, won't we? But yes, that's what I'm thankful for. I am thankful that I live in a country that decides that when their citizens have a water problem, instead of delegating funds immediately to fix that problem, they consider giving those funds instead to another means of murdering innocent civilians in a poor-ass country. And these people did nothing wrong. Hurting innocent people who are just trying to protect their rights and their land from, yet again, greedy white men. And I'm so glad and so thankful that we finally have a president who will stop all of this PC outrage as he sues other people. Because if you talk shit about Donald Trump, be prepared for a bullet in the head, because that's going to be his tendency. All hail Donald Trump and the Fourth Reich, huh? But that is it for my Thanksgiving video. All jokes aside, all politics aside, I really do hope you guys have a happy Thanksgiving. Please do not participate in the Black Friday sale madness. Okay, that just cheapens the entire idea of Thanksgiving. And I really do hope that you're all safe at home and have a wonderful holiday with your friends and family, and you all are actually thankful for good things in your life, that, your relatives are still with you this year, you've made new friends, you've gotten a better job, you've gotten, a better house or something, and your life is improved in some way. I really do sincerely feel that. That is not sarcasm. I really do hope that you guys have a very, happy Thanksgiving. And if I was a religious man, I'd say blessed Thanksgiving. So, for those of you that are religious, I hope you have a blessed Thanksgiving. For those of you who are secular like me, I hope you have a very happy Thanksgiving. And I hope that next year at the same time, I can make an actual proper video about good things that I'm actually thankful for. I would have loved to say I'm thankful that, Bernie Sanders is now president and we can have all this awesome, good socialist stuff that should have been in America a long time ago, have all this, good stuff. I wish I could say that we're getting onto clean energy, and I'm thankful that we're getting onto that, but I can't. Not this year. Maybe next year, but not this year. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, then do the usual. Like, subscribe, check out my streams. Have a very happy Thanksgiving. Be safe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Reap the Rager, signing off.